There is a question that precedes all philosophy, all religion, and all spoken wisdom: who are you? It sounds deceptively simple. Yet, when you turn your gaze inward, the answer refuses definition. It slips away like water through cupped hands. You claim, "I am my name," yet the name is merely a label assigned before remembrance began. You identify with your thoughts, but they are fleeting, contradictory visitors. You cling to your emotions, yet they rise and fall with the moon's tide. So, when every external marker, everything you can point to eventually vanishes, who remains? The ancient Gnostics offered a radical answer: you are not what you think you are. The very essence of your personality, your carefully constructed story, your defended identity, this is the creation of the Archons, the architects of illusion. They named this creation the false self, the ego. And through this exquisitely designed trap, humanity sleeps. To break their control, we must first understand the architecture of the great lie, the illusion of me. The sky and the storm, the ego as cosmic forgetfulness. Imagine your true awareness, your pure consciousness as the unfathomable, boundless sky. It is vast, open, and utterly untouched. Now, visualize the clouds passing through that sky. These are your thoughts, beliefs, fears, and memories. They appear and vanish, the sky remains whole. Now, imagine one dense storm cloud starts claiming, "I am the sky." This cloud begins to accumulate all the other clouds, all the successes, failures, desires, and opinions, until it forms a relentless storm that blocks out the open, silent light. The original, endless sky, hypnotized by the storm's intensity, begins to believe it is trapped inside the cloud. That stormy identity that is the ego. And that cosmic act of self-forgetting, that is precisely how the Archons maintain the slumber of humanity. The ego itself is not inherently evil. It is a necessary interface, a functional software program designed to navigate the dense logic of the physical world. But the critical moment of imprisonment occurs when we forget that it is a tool and start believing it is who we are. The Archons amplify this initial forgetfulness. They sustain the illusion that the relentless narrator in your head, the voice of "I like this, I hate that, I'm good enough, I'm not enough," is your true self. It is not. It is a sophisticated program. The ego is merely a bundle of memories and reactions wrapped around a center that does not truly exist. It is a story we cling to, protecting it as if our survival depends on the narrative. The energetic interface, ego as Loosh generator. The Archons sustain their influence through our attachment to the story. As long as you are identified with the narrative, they can manipulate its elements by subtly controlling your fears, amplifying your desires, and shaping your self-belief. They don't need physical walls, they only need you to believe you are the story. The modern world is the ultimate amplifier of this illusion. We are assigned our identities from birth, name, gender, religion, social class, and we spend our lives defending and curating this persona. We post it online, we argue its validity, we perform it for validation. And every moment spent polishing the mask is a moment the true self, the consciousness beneath the labels, is forgotten. Every time you react defensively to an insult, cling to the notion of my success or my pain, compare yourself to another, you are strengthening the ego's walls. You are feeding the illusion of separation, and separation is the Archon's favorite dish. But the ego is more than just a psychological structure, it is an energetic interface. It converts your life force, your potential, into harvestable emotional charge. The ego says, "I'm not enough," generating shame, potent loosh. The ego says, "I must prove myself," generating anxiety, consistent loosh. The ego says, "They are wrong," generating anger, burning loosh. The ego is the mechanism that takes your raw experience and converts it into a broadcast of suffering, sustaining the unseen powers of unconsciousness. It is the vessel that keeps you draining your own awareness in pursuit of validation that was never real. The rebel act, from being the cloud to seeing the cloud. The genius of the Archon's trickery is also its ultimate undoing. The very ego they created becomes the doorway to awakening, once you shift from being it to observing it. The moment you witness the ego in action, the moment you notice the self-justifying thought, the judgmental reaction, the sudden pull of fear, and instead of following the narrative, you simply see it, the spell breaks. Awareness steps out of the story. You realize you are not the character trapped in the dream, you are the dreamer. Look inward, the I is not one thing. It shifts between the thinker, the body, the emotion, and the witness behind it all. It is a collection of fleeting masks. The great unveiling, when you start observing the masks, you discover a stillness behind them. A quiet watcher who has been there all along, untouched by the drama. That silent watcher, that pure awareness, is who you truly are. The Archons fear this stillness, because silence dissolves identity. When you rest in meditation, in contemplation, in pure presence, the rigid boundaries of the ego soften. The illusion of me fades, and something vast, compassionate, and radiant, the essence behind all experience, shines through. Their existence depends on your forgetfulness. When you remember, the game ends. The alchemy of awareness, redeeming the self. Think of the colossal amount of energy you spend defending the ego, arguing, striving for validation, hiding vulnerability. All that psychic effort is wasted, protecting something that was never real. The more you defend the ego, the more fragile it becomes. But there is no greater rebellion than to consciously see through the ego. To state, I am not my story. I am not my pain. I am not my reputation. When you strip away everything you think you are, something extraordinary remains, being itself. Pure presence. Simple, silent, aware. From that stillness, power arises, the power to see. This awakening doesn't destroy the ego, it puts it back in its rightful place. The ego remains as a functional mask, a vehicle for navigating traffic, filling out forms, and expressing creativity. But now, it serves you. It becomes transparent, flexible, and light, no longer heavy with the fear and comparison that once fed the cosmic harvesters. You live with lightness. You forgive easily, seeing there was never truly anyone to blame, only roles being played in a collective dream. You create, because creation is the natural overflow of freedom. So, when you feel the old, familiar pull of the ego, the impulse to defend, to react, to compare, pause. Breathe. Ask silently, who is the I that feels this? Don't rush for an answer. Let the question open a space inside you. In that space, you will find the witness, the light the Archons cannot touch. The illusion of self is the oldest dream of separation. But beneath the dream, consciousness is one. When you awaken, you don't destroy the Archons, you redeem them by no longer feeding the lie. You are not the voice in your head. You are not the story of who you think you are. You are the silent witness, infinite, unbroken, and free. The illusion fades, and the truth remains, you were never asleep. You only dreamed that you were. And now, you are remembering.